Hi guys, welcome back to Affinity Racing in another Gran Turismo episode. I'm sure we all know the score by now, and usually with these videos we've either got a complaint about Polyphony or we are praising Polyphony. It's very much always one of the two, and more often than not we're complaining. However, in this one we are actually giving them all the praise that we can. Now, to start on a slight negative, we've got Brands Hatch, a Daily Race C in the Group 4s, which I'm not complaining about as a combo, but we have seen it a few times. In fact, the other daily races, A and B as well, are combos that we've definitely seen quite repetitively in the last few months. However, this one was different. Brands Hatch this week felt a little bit different, and I started to realise why. You see, normally we have a lobby, and normally we'll go into that lobby and we will see one car, top to bottom, that everybody is in. Very rarely these days do we see a mixed up grid. Now, the new update did seem to fix that a little bit, and as people started to get used to the cars and the new physics update, it did seem to be the case that everyone was then spotting patterns of which car suits which track. But with Brands Hatch, you see, now that is a track where you have to be comfortable in the car, because being consistent and being quick and being comfortable around that track, well, that is a rarity. And we were trying all sorts of different cars this week, where we actually found that for a start, the Lambo, the Megane, the Genesis, the Supra, the BMW, all sorts of cars were really quick, and this lobby proved it. I'm not too sure what this car is like on tyre wear. The Megane was very good. The Lambo it is this time around. Fingers crossed it works out okay starting from the back. We're going to go probably in the pit early again, I think, unless everybody has the same idea, in which case we will try and do different. Shout in the chat when you think we need to box. Great move that, if I may say so myself. A damn good move. Nice. Trying to be quite aggressive lap one. As they always say, the race isn't won on lap one, but at Brands Hatch it sort of does help. Right, nice cut back to the inside there. Let's get a good run. Nice. Come on. No worries, Kevin. Catch you back here in a bit. Let me know how you get on. Ah. Right, I'm going to go for this one. Inside line. That one's fair enough as well. Absolutely fair enough. Right, couple of positions made. Let's stay out for another lap and judge it from there, I think. Because we've got a couple of people going in front of us there. See what we can do here. Going all the way to the inside here, trying to get this one. Oh, we're going to end up with a move on the Lambo as well. Ooh, gritted teeth we make that move. Trying to avoid those two nearly having an accident out in front of us. We're going to have to try and clear now that Lambo, because I don't think he's going to be... The move and the contact wasn't necessarily our fault, but I don't think he's going to be happy with us. I just get the feeling. Right, let's keep going then. P9, now we've got a big gap, so now it pays for us to stay out. Oh, great move from Bob. Great move. Great move. Great move. Totally left the door open there. Wasn't thinking he was going to go for that. Oh, careful, Bob. Careful. Right, we're starting to really push now. Come on. Right, I think again the race is going to start closing up to us.
the next couple of laps here. We've managed to hold pace with the leader, which means nobody's really running away from us. And to be honest with you, the leader might come out behind us of the pits after his stop with that gap there, 9.7. At the very least, he'd hold us up into turn 1, there's no doubt about that. Right, what do we reckon? If that leader comes into pit, I think if he stays out in front of us, surely anybody behind him. Oh, you know what I've just noticed? I'm saying all of that. We haven't even pitted, man. What a wally. I'm saying all that. We're one of the ones that have not been in the pits yet. I thought that seemed a bit too good. I'm getting confused with all of the races that we've just done. They're blending into one. Here's me thinking we're going for an undercut. What a div. Right, so anything in front of us is for position as it goes. I take everything back that I've just been saying, thinking I sounded like I knew what I was talking about. Clearly I did not. Oh! Yeah, Driftwood's had the same idea. I was just about to think, right, I'm going to go into the pits because we're going to end up scrapping with Bob and potentially losing time. And then Driftwood went into the pits. Right, I think I will do this lap coming in. Right, is Bob going into the pits yet, or is he staying out? Right, don't change. We've ended up being the traffic that we didn't want to run into. We've ended up being the traffic for these people here. They're having a four-way scrap. Right, we've got the Italian in a nice McLaren Vodafone livery. Who remembers that? Please don't be a penalty for corner cutting. Please don't be a penalty for corner cutting. Go! Right, Hero in front of us here. We're aiming for P6 on this one. Both of us in the Lambo. Right, we got the much better run here, so we should have this one somewhat comfortably. Even if we're going to try and have to go around the outside. Not quite. Well defended, well defended. Oh, that's under braking. Round the outside. Round the outside of the final corner for turn 6. We have that. Absolutely have that. Wonderful. Right, another good result of brands then. It seems that Polyphony have finally cracked it on certain tracks where you can be in plenty different cars and all of them be fairly competitive. The G70 was amazing. The Megane was a little bit more tricky, but it definitely... The race definitely comes to you in that because it's so much better on tyre wear. The Lambo there, all round great racing car for that track. So, yeah, I would say they've finally They've finally nailed it with that track and that combo. Right, what one was that? That was race number 4, wasn't it? So we've had plenty of races tonight then. We'll call that one Polyphony Finally Cracked It. When you see that one going on YouTube, that's what that clickbait title is all about.